Internet connection. All right, awesome. Hi, hello, good evening, good afternoon, good night. We are the Melanated Council
Hey,
coming at you live on this wonderful Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And as always, like, subscribe, and enjoy the show. Today is a special day because it is the Ides of March. So we must beware the Ides of March. I know that those are salad emojis, but like when you think of Julius Caesar, I think of Caesar salad. So so I guess today just don't eat, the salad because it might stab you, you know. Et tu brute. I don't know, like you always hear about like romaine lettuce or like Fresh Express, those like salad packets like getting recalled because of like E. coli and shit.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely beware the Ides of the salads. Okay. All right. Well, tonight we're going to be talking about the art of giving back, especially among Black female athletes. Hi, Mish.
Yes. Hey, you look at you.
Yes. Oh, and I forgot to mention that, this is also Women's History Month.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Woo! That's
woo.
Yeah.
Look at that shimmy.
Yes.
Yes. But we should always be celebrating women 365, 24/7, 366 on leap year.
I was about to say that means on leap years you have one day that I guess we.
No, you still got to celebrate Women Month. We were the equal of March. I love it. I love it.
Oh, that's amazing.
Me for three.
Put that one back up really quickly. Misha's comment.
Oh, yes.
I gotta take that.
We're the equal.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Mish for three. Mish from downtown.
Yes. Well, let me see. Will both of them show? No, I have to do. Okay, yeah, but now that's hilarious.
Yes.
So, true. Definitely beware the E. coli of March. So don't eat salad today because it will stab you in the back.
Oh, man. Oh. New meetings of 340.
Exactly. As always, puns are always intended on the Melanated Council, as you can see by our names. Yeah, well, just to, start us off, Ron, how was your weekend?
Oh, my goodness. This weekend has been... it's been good. It's been good. It's been good. Everybody is slowly getting back to norm. We had, I know for the school district, we had Monday off, which was like really nice. The weather has been very, very good. Can't complain. And though we're going to get rain later on this weekend, however, from Sunday moving forward, it's going to be beautiful, and I'm blowing the dust off my fishing poles. I'm going fishing. Some fishing.
Nice.
Fishing. And
Nice.
especially since the season. Well, I don't always say the season, but especially since my fishing license is getting ready to expire, I might as well just go ahead and okay. That's nice. Oh, that's nice.
That is awesome.
That's nice.
That's so cute.
That's nice.
Your girlfriend did it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
I was just thinking that we need more purple people. But yeah, that's cute. That's so cute. That is so cool. That is so cool that you could just make like your own, like a little emoji or emote or like emoji. I know that Discord you can do that too.
Oh yeah,
That's so cool.
yeah. Oh
I guess
man, look,
I can do that too. But still, like it's just cool. It's just really cool.
yeah, and and oh yeah. Also over the weekend, I saw Mish Super Metroid. That was hilariously funny. Yeah,
Mhm.
yes, that was awesome. And let's see what else. What else happened over the weekend? Um, that was really it. Yeah, weekend was
Uh,
yeah.
Metroid, Super Metroid.
Ah, love it. Super Metroid. Love it.
Yes. Oh man. Yeah, that was amazing. That was amazing. You still got to do Metal Gear Solid: Sons of Liberty.
Mm.
Mm,
I'm still waiting for that one. Oh, I'm so waiting for that.
that'd be fun.
I'm gonna find me a cardboard box and I'm gonna take a picture of it and I'm gonna be like, guess where I'm at? Yes, but yeah, I'm good. I'm good. That was my weekend. That was my weekend.
Okay.
Nice.
Toby, how was your weekend and week? Or
Yeah, weekend was interesting. Kind of like I feel like it was kind of sleepless. I had fun.
Mm,
Kind of hopped from thing to thing. There was like a throwback thing on Friday night, like a very like it was like an art studio. So it was like a party, but it was like an art studio. Very just chill vibes. In the town low. Um, then afterwards, it was just like back to back to back. We were up late, too late. And I don't have a car, so I really had no. I didn't. I could have Ubered home, but I kind of went with the vibes. Um, so because like I don't remember how much I mentioned. I did mention some of it, but my car, which I just found out yesterday, is totaled. So that's fun. Um, I
yeah.
literally went to the tow lot today, and I was like, please let this not be an all day thing. So I had to drive like closer to Boston to pick up my car from where it was a week ago. Not pick it up, but my belongings that I didn't take out of the car foolishly. It was also like 3 a.m. Or I don't know. It was late. So when I got towed, I wasn't thinking to like take all my things. So there was random stuff in the dashboard, um, or in the whatever glove compartment, other area. So I just like got all that. I got a rental today as well through the week. So car stuff, work in progress. Need to buy a new car. Car recommendations are welcome and highly requested, especially if they're electric, hybrid, anything to save us from these gas prices, and maybe something autonomous too. That would be nice since we're in the future. What cars that don't drive themselves, peasants, we do that still. Um, no, I mean, I don't necessarily need a self-driving car. I just need something that has better safety features. So this weekend kind of gave me a chance. I didn't do as much time as I wanted to kind of select what I want because I just needed to go boom, 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 pick up the rental, go to the tow lot tonight. Today was the last day I had before my insurance would like reclaim it. So that was done. I went to like an actual throwback, like a much bigger throwback party that used to happen in Boston like years ago, like 2019, but then COVID cut it off. So this was the first time I got the chance to go back. It's called For the 99s and 2000s. So I had fun. They played other music, but a lot of music from that era. Um, don't even ask how I got there, but I got there and back. And Sunday, I don't know. Sunday was chill. I don't know. I have like a lot of things I still need to do, but I felt pretty good about just taking care of some pretty core things. And also like I do hope I get a good payout. I have to like read the terms a little more carefully because apparently there were certain things and I didn't have in my coverage. Like I'm pretty well covered when it comes to like everything liability, which you have to have, full collision coverage, which you have to have in mass, and then but I didn't have like the insurance covering the rental, so they helped discount an enterprise rental, but it wasn't built in to like immediately cover one. apparently that's something you have to request, like when you pick the policy. So I'm like, they didn't teach us this when I was learning the Pythagorean theorem. How to choose good insurance policies. What? So now I'm gonna sue my high school for negligence, but it's fine. So that was mostly the weekend. Had some fun, was up late, met some new people, hung out with some other people who I hadn't seen in a while, and just kind of went with the flow. So yeah, that's most of that.
That's what's up.
And I mostly got better from the cold I had. Doctor recommended antibiotics because there might have been a slight sinus infection. So I might go a little light on the things that happen to be here. But I mean, technically it's okay. They don't interact. It's amoxicillin. It's pretty standard. There's no interaction with alcohol. But, probably not a good idea to get too, wavy when you're trying to let your body heal. So if you see me swirling a glass that's empty, just keep it pushing. I'm here for the vibes.
It's swirling.
I can't with you, Toby. I can't. I thought I had time. I ain't got time for that. No. I ain't got time for that.
Waves. Actually, speaking of waves, what's going on here? I didn't even see the. Oh snap!
Oh yeah.
He said, well, "You're all gonna be drowning tonight. Y'all can't swim. Y'all gonna drown in these waves."
I know.
Dang.
Yeah, the waves are rough. In a good way. Yeah. I was like taking it. It's like I'm at the beach. The waves are rough. Let me turn in on this joke.
He said, "I'm gonna be a sinusoid." Yo, that's oh gosh, that I don't want to expose myself too much. I might have to expose myself.
So you better not. You better not keep it to yourself. Whatever happens on this is a mistake. Don't you do it to yourself.
That's fine. You're right.
Do it to yourself, Toby.
But now that's all for me, really.
Yeah. It was with me. What did I do? Oh, it was like my niece was in town. She goes to Howard University. And like it was her birthday, and it just happened to coincide with their spring break. And yeah, it was cool seeing her, and just going over to my sister's house, her mom, and just like hanging out, seeing the family. What else? Sunday I just went to like a coffee shop, and I met up with my new friend who I spoke about in the Discord. The one who I met the week prior, and he made a podcast episode about our encounter, which was actually really cool.
Sonnet.
Yeah. I was like, that's really cool. I was happy that he shared that with me. Like it literally made my day. Like I listened to it yesterday, I think. I don't know. So I was I was like feeling pretty low. I listened to it. It's like it really like cheered me up. So it was kind of nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Haven't just been trying to like work on, like my app design. I don't think I've really mentioned it much on the stream. But yeah, I've just been trying to work on the design and then try to find hire someone to make the app. And I don't know how much that's gonna fucking cost, but let's see where that takes me. But I'm like, it's nice talking to people who are like, fellow creators, because it's really hard to like turn nothing into like something tangible. Like I'm not out here thinking I'm gonna like retire off of my app idea and it's going to like make millions. Or, no, like I'd be lucky if like 100 people download it. Like I'm realistic, but that's not like stopping me from creating it. But I'm also just like enjoying the process of creating something. It's like to get that annoying idea out of your head and just out into the world. It's like, all right, there you go. Now you have a place. At least it's out of my head. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. And it's just been nice, like talking to like people. Like I have a friend at work who I kind of see as a mentor, and because he's always just like pushing me and helping me and everything. And it's just nice to have like people like that to like push you, because there's going to be times, and I'm sure like Ron and Toby, you probably may have like these thoughts as well. Like I used to have these thoughts even like prior to like going up and like doing stand up. It's just like, okay, do I really have to do this? Do I really gotta? It's like, maybe I could just call it off tonight. Maybe I could just, not. But when you're here, your family. I'm kidding. But when you're here,
Yeah,
No wonder.
I agree to that.
family. You guys are family, but like not like an Olive Garden sense, but like in
Oh my gosh.
like a real sense.
Whew.
But like, like having you guys here is like definitely helpful and like it also like pushes like we push and uplift and inspire each other. At least I hope so. And I'm kidding. I know so. And it's just it's always just great that we have each other, and it's like virtually too. Like I didn't get a chance to meet Ron when he was in Miami, but I did meet Toby for like 45 minutes when I was in Boston. And like, but we're still here every Tuesday. Like we're still here together.
Mhm.
And it's just great to know that like I can be here on a Tuesday night, and Ron and Toby are here, and Mish and Chad, like Liz and Rocky, and like a lot of other people who come on the streams as well. Like it's just like really, really cool that this is something that we've created. All of us, like like we're all a part of this, and we've all created this, and it's just really cool that like like we could give up every week, and but we don't. We show up every week, and that's like that's definitely more than half of that. Like half of it. Like when I go to the gym, which is like still a fucking foreign thing for me to say, but when I go to the gym, like
Okay.
I like push every inkling of my body like out to just to go. And fortunately this gym that I go to closes at 10. But I end up leaving at like 8:30. And I'm like, okay, at least I'm here. Like I'm most likely like the saddest person in the gym. I always think that way. It's like, I doubt like everybody wants to be here more than I do. Like there's no way that people are here. And, anyway, but like, I go in and I show up and I work out and I feel so much better afterwards. And like, and I know that I'm sure this is how you guys feel too. It's like, it's like, all right, it's Tuesday, huh? 9 o'clock is coming. Okay, here we go. Or it's like, oh, I got to finish up this stuff before 9 o'clock, and it's like, and it's nothing to, feel guilty about. It's just facts. It's just like, it's so easy to do nothing. It's like, it's so easy to just go back to the norm. But what we're doing is constantly just going against the norm, going against the grain, going against what we want to do. But we're just better for it each and every week, I feel. And, like each and every week we grow and we conquer and like it just becomes easier and easier each week. But like, like we'd be fucking lying if we said that like every single week we're just like, like it's like, I don't want to sound mean. It's not like we don't want to do this. It's just like, it's like, maybe I could, like, I want to watch just like another episode of like Inventing Anna, but I have to stop.
Wow, so that's how you really feel.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
I know. Like, but it's great, like, because we're like inspiring, there other people, like Mish here, they have like a really badass stream, on Twitch.
This is very
yeah. They're showing up, being awesome, being the badass that they are, dressing fucking like amazing, like stupendously, like, and just kicking ass. And it's just like great to see, like they have like a really awesome, just positive following, and the comment section is just like, it's just like a little slice of heaven, just like a little slice of peace on earth. And like, we always big up Mish, but definitely check out Mish Cosplay on Twitch, because is it subscribe on Twitch? Subscribe?
Yep.
Yeah, subscribe. And
follow and subscribe. Oh yeah.
Yeah, follow and subscribe. Yeah. No, because they're absolutely incredible. What does chat say? I feel that takes next. The same as a grandmother. Yeah. Right, exactly. Like, no, definitely like showing up is is like more than half the battle. Hey.
Yeah,
no, definitely long time to see. Yeah. Long time. Definitely. Hey. Hey,
I was gonna go there.
Not say anything about you, Mark, of course, but
no.
Yes, likewise.
Yes,
we're here chilling, doing our thing.
Yes. But again, going back to what oh yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, going back to what Elle was saying earlier, it is one of those things where it's like showing up to do this every week is like, okay, I know I got to do this. I know I have to do this, though I don't want to do this, but yet still it's like, okay, 9 o'clock is approaching. What can I do to make sure when 9 o'clock is here, I'm good? Especially if I'm not even going to answer that. So I'm not even going to answer that. But anyway,
I'm not sure what this question is.
Okay, so again, going back to when we first started, and I said, hey, people gonna start talking about my name, and then you got Mark.
Oh, who's a taker?
I knew it was coming, but I'm ready for it. For that one, I got time for that. I got time for that one. But anyways, it's just the fact of the matter of just showing up to do this. It's like, okay, let's have fun with this. Let do what we got to do and keep this party thumping and jumping and vibing and just have a collective conversation about whatever the topic is. It is okay. And it's definitely okay. I love it. Like Tuesday nights is probably like one of the highlights of my week is Tuesday nights. Like, okay, Tuesday night's coming up. Got the council showing up. Yes, let's do it. And I'm like so stoked to see you guys and check in with you guys and make sure you guys are good and great. And it's just fun. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
No, same. And like you guys chat, just makes it all the more worthwhile, because yeah, no, it's just awesome, and I'm glad I'm not alone. I knew I wasn't alone. Because it's like it's impossible, but no, but it's awesome. It's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mark. Hey.
You think Toby's a taker?
Oh no, that's definitely. Oh no. We're definitely not going back on that one. I didn't think that was supposed to be a continuation. I mean, we all give and take. We ebb and flow, like the waves. The waves. Dang, Watcher got me. Big math.
Big math. Big math.
I'm just a show for. Can you put that back up really quickly? I'm just a show for big math and just look into the same time takes.
Yeah, thanks for stick to the same time, Chad. Because sometimes I'm like, oh no, it's 9:15. We're late.
Oh, that's very sweet, Julia.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
Effort probably. Like the actual work of like branding, like the people who really like hardcore are like really in the space and they're collaborating all the time and they're branding and doing all these things, and social media presence is huge too, like to really like be putting out clips all the time on Instagram and teasing people for something new. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. But I'm not even really pressed because I enjoy what's happening here.
Also, slow and steady wins the race.
Slow and steady does win the race.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the art of projection. I was trying to talk about linear projection, but the haters didn't want me. Not y'all. Y'all aren't the haters. Just the haters in general didn't want me to spit that truth about linear projection. They weren't ready. But I'll let you know, Nish.
Y equals MX plus these bitches.
Oh, snap. All right, Nish. That's a new clip. I am so done.
Oh, we got time today. We got time tonight.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, we got time tonight.
Mark,
actually, don't even play with me because there is Cajun pasta in this fridge that I got yesterday, very unexpectedly. A friend of mine I went to urgent care to get some stuff checked out. A friend dropped me off, and then when she picked me up, we ended up going to another friend's house where she had cooked already, and boom, I got food that night, and I got leftovers to go. And I'm like, dang, this is a lot of food. It was like Cajun pasta with shrimp, chicken, and like sausage. I forget what exactly you call it, but like, yeah, some kind of sausage. So, and I was like, yeah. So apparently we are on the dinner squad again. Not to mention that last Sunday, okay, 2 days ago, someone said they wanted to make mussels. Mussels. Whoa. Hey, come through. The East Coast got plenty of love. You just got I just got it. I didn't know that was gonna happen.
Cajun. Like your catchphrase, you just got Cajun pasta.
Wow.
You just got Cajun pasta. That's fucking hilarious. That is fucking
Yeah. So since Toby gonna you got to drop that location I'm coming hungry too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just to be very clear, I'm not the one who's cooking. Like I made some stuff actually. I think I just finished the ground turkey fried rice, which is okay. I prefer chicken fried rice, but I did make some of that, and I had like some random, it's like pork chop, rice, fajita type thing from my job. But I don't be eating my own food. Not even gonna lie, so I can't like promise anything for anyone. If he talks, wait a second. Okay, so I really need to know exactly who you are because you're in the same like space. The fact that you just casually mentioned Gaussian elimination, I'm like, where did you come from? Because you live in the land of not very normal people, like some of us, where we just boom math. Yeah, exactly. Who needs other things to fall in your lap when you could have food, pasta just falling all over your lap,
Getting hangry. I don't
and
blame you.
Hogarden. Like I'd rather have Hogarden fall on my lap than actual hose. I don't know.
At
I'm
least
just,
it's
I'm just
better
built
than having,
I'm just built
you
different.
know, your mom's spaghetti from vomit on your sweater.
Yeah,
You got pasta on your lap.
Oh man, you got
this chat though. This chat's going crazy right now, and I can't deal with it.
I love it. I love it.
yes.
Yo, don't careful. You can get warned about long messages. I'm gonna talk about truncation,
Mm.
trimming, and stripping.
Oh,
Not that kind of stripping.
yeah. Wait, did I? You know what?
Not very normal people. There's normal people. There's very normal people, and then there's not very normal people. Land of not very normal people. Mm. Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a lot of land of not very normal people. So Toby, you got to be a little bit more
More
specific.
specific.
More specific. Which part of the land of not very normal people do you live in?
Those of us who actually enjoy math
Land of the not very normal people in the home of the brave.
I mean,
land of the not very normal people.
And
People. Sorry, I couldn't go high. We've gone somewhere. This conversation.
See, I told you. We would win the Olympics getting gold for not staying on topic.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. I'm not even mad.
Right on cue.
When you can be orthonormal. Oh my lord.
What is orthonormal? Boom.
I can't even like collect all of these. How do I hold all of these math funds?
But
giving back. Sorry, that was thunder. I was the one.
Oh no, it's fine. We share the thunder. Yeah, so the topic for tonight, thanks, that's a great question. It is the art of giving back. More specifically, what have Black athletes done to give back to their communities? More specifically, what have Black female athletes done to give back to their communities? So, there's always like the whole, aspect of like, oh, you like if a Black athlete, like says something kind of like political or controversial or whatever, something that goes against the norm, like the news talking heads would always just be like, like with LeBron's case, there was the whole shut up and dribble kind of thing. And it's like, right, which is like fucked up. And if like they don't give back, then they're looked at as like some type of way. So yeah, we're going to be talking about like what have Black athletes done to give back to their communities. I did want to mention quickly, and like in the same vein as like the whole LeBron James shut up and dribble thing. I remember on Reddit I saw, not Reddit, Twitter. But what's the difference these days? On Twitter, I like Serena Williams, created Serena Ventures, which is like a venture capitalist, like fund company corporation thing. And, so she was like talking about that. And then like some idiot in the Twitter comments, and it's like, I know it was just one person, but it's like, it's always like the negative comment that just like sticks in your brain because you just want to like meet that person and just like, I don't know, slug them. You want to just give them a knuckle sandwich. That's children appropriate, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And like the dude said, I was like, I don't know, like investment advice from Serena, no. Like yeah, like sure, I'll ask her for like tennis advice, of course, but like investment advice, I wouldn't. And like it makes no fucking sense because like you're not coming for her for tennis advice either. So like why are you? So why the hell did you even say that? Like, are you in her DMs like, hey, if you happen to be in Boise, Idaho, by any chance, do you mind swinging by this tennis court to help me? But no, like they're not fucking saying that either. So, like, I don't even know. Like, I don't know. It just, I don't know. I feel like it's just like fuel or inspiration for like fucking comedy jokes. I don't know if I'm gonna go back on stage. Maybe.
This is your stage.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I'm testing out my joke. There you go. It's like you're not
the whole stream is a stage. Shakespeare.
The whole stream is just one joke. I'm kidding. One big joke.
It's a running joke. Aha.
Hey.
Running for 3 hours.
Hey, if they can have Netflix specials for 1 hour, I don't see why we can't have a 3-hour long joke fest.
Just saying.
With some, facts and knowledge sprinkled in, which is what comedy is pretty much. Exactly.
Facts. All of that is true. That last part is especially huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And mental health, right, for sure.
Yes.
So, Ron, would you like to start us off, Mr. Sports Sir?
That was the warm-up. We were just warming up.
Yes. So the one person that I would like to talk about that typically we don't hear too much about, which is okay, is Venus Williams, the sister of Serena Williams. And even then, with what she's doing is impacting the area basically where she grew up in. So, of course, 10-star, huge 10-star. She has broken just about any and every record that's probably out there with and against her sister. So it's like, she's done that. And so what she's doing now is taking her career to the next level. I know I read an article where she's teaching tennis or helping organize a group to teach tennis in Harlem. In Harlem, New York. So she's doing that and basically giving kids there the education of what tennis is and how to play the sport and actually help those people who love tennis, who like to play tennis, give them another outlet. and be there for support, mentorship, guidance, and things of that nature. So she's giving back to that community. She's also been dabbling with fashion lately, in making fashion clothes, and also doing some interior designing as well. So she's been doing that. And the one cool thing that I like that she's doing is she has a nonprofit in and it basically gives honor to their late sister. Her name was Utunde Price, and she was killed in a gang shootout back in 2003. And so what she's doing for the city of Compton is she's creating like a shelter, or a not a shelter, a resource center for those who are going through like um what was it? For those people that are impacted with like high violence, whether it's shooting, robberies, things of that nature. She's helping the women, children there to be able to have a safe space for one, but also to seek help if they need help. And that was phenomenal, especially since she named it after her sister, which is like, oh yeah, that's big. And so she's just giving back in more ways than none. And even though, like I said, like I was saying before, even though she's not like out there in the world like advertising what she's doing, it's the simple fact of the matter of her doing these programs in different areas to help build the community, to help solve the issues that are plaguing various different communities, and addressing the issues and addressing the needs in more so of a tangible way than versus saying, well, versus lip service. She's putting her own blood, sweat, and tears and making sure that everybody has a safe tomorrow. And even then, if somebody wants to decorate their house and kind of have a very unique flair or flavor to it, she's got that covered too as well. So shout out to Venus Williams. I salute you for what you're doing. This, and of course, shout out to Serena Williams. Glad what you both are doing, in the game of tennis and even outside of the game of tennis. Salute you both.
Nice, that's what's up.
Yes, indeed.
I just found something kind of interesting with Layla Ali, Muhammad Ali's daughter. So I just found like this little quirk, this little quip of what she's doing. It's like a fucking stop. It's like one of those like slideshows. Like anyway, so it says Layla Ali, the daughter of boxing great Muhammad Ali, has stepped out of her father's shadow, not just due to her own athletic prowess, but for her giving spirit. The female boxer, who boasts a 24-0 record and 21 knockouts, serves as the president of the Women's Sports Foundation, an organization that encourages self-improvement in women and girls through sports and exercise. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Nope. Wait. Let me see something real quick. You guys go ahead. I would just want to. Nope. I don't got it.
Oh, what's up?
No, I was looking for the link to the article that I have posted. Matter of fact, yeah. If you guys are in our Discord, there's a link of the top 100 women in sports that are making an impact and whatnot. it highlights a lot of women who are making a big impact, not just only in the world of sports, but in the world as far as getting more young people involved in sports. And even if it's not just the traditional sports, but going back to what we talked about last week, but also esports, especially when it comes to historically black colleges and universities, bringing esports to them as well and encouraging more young black athletes to attend HBCU. There's a woman there who wanted to be a part of the United States basketball. I'll say this last little tidbit, and then I'm done. Somebody else can have the floor. But there's a young lady who wanted to be a part of the United States Basketball Association or the United States Basketball Federation Foundation to help promote basketball. And what she's doing is actually encouraging that aspect, but bringing it more so to the youth level and also encouraging more black athletes to use their talents at the HBCUs and pretty much get known that way, get big that way, hone in their skills that way, and especially esports. Now that esports is becoming more and more popular, especially among the HBCUs, she's actually pushing that aspect as well. So she's doing things in a more so traditional way, and she's also doing things in a more so non-traditional way and just pretty much paving the way, or not even, I won't even say paving the way, but help show others that yes, you can excel in basketball, or if you excel playing a basketball video game, go for it. You know, if you want to be the best there, go for it. There's a spot for you on some college team that's looking for somebody of your caliber, of your skill. So kudos to her. She's doing and a lot of things that she's doing is more so behind the scenes, and so she's making a huge impact as well. So kudos to her. Kudos to her.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I look more into all of this because I have not, admittedly, not seen some of the. I'm already not following the sports well enough, and then following some of the off. I mean, some people I do know some of the off-field stuff better, but a lot of it's like, dang, I don't even know. But it makes sense because esports and like streaming, Twitch is like your domain, drawn. So that's really cool to bring that perspective.
Right.
And I think you mentioned it too during the Black Streamers, like how there were a lot of scholarships and there, or like there was different financial opportunities and things that people could pursue. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. I would never have known. It makes sense, but like,
Yeah.
not something.
Yeah, and even then, like we and again, I said I would be done, but Toby is bringing up another point. When it comes to esports, a lot of people tend to frown upon it, but it's growing in popularity, And again, like I said last week, you have more and more high schools are going in that direction where sure they want a esports team at the high school level because they see that if Johnny and Susie, if they don't like playing with other people because they may not like people, which is okay, which is fine, cool, great. Why not build the esports team where they could play with people indirectly and play against people indirectly? And even then, have people around who play the same games as them be very competitive at it and probably be very well at doing it, and go from there. And that's an interesting question. I'm not going to answer that one right away. I'll let somebody else talk.
There's pressure, be the best, and then give X. I don't know. I think it's a mixture of both, because it's like I feel like it's like two aspects of human nature almost. Like the good human nature part, it's like I have a lot of money, I have a lot of resources, I want to give back and create things and you know make things easier for that make things easier. You kick the door open and you leave it wide open, sort of aspect of it. And I think there's also the other side of the coin, which is also like now I get to name myself after things. Like now I'm creating this thing and has my name on it, and it's like sort of like that selfish, um, almost narcissistic side of the coin. So like I feel like it's just like a mixture of both. It's like I always say this, like like it's okay to do deep things for shallow reasons. It's okay or like do noble things for shallow reasons. So that's sort of like how I see it. It's like, yeah, it's a noble cause, it's a noble things. It's great, but also makes me look really fucking good. So that's what I think. Yeah. Toby, do you have anything?
About that specifically, about like doing noble, or just in general when it comes to
This question.
Oh, right. So, I mean, maybe, but it's probably a good pressure. Like, if you kind of like have made it to a certain level, I mean, you want to give back to some degree. I guess it also depends like where you're giving back, because you might not have one grounded community. So, like, I've seen people. I think people who kind of were a bit more jaded, where it's like what community am I going to give back to? I got where I am on my own. The Black community didn't get me where I am XYZ. So what am I giving back for? And I've your eyes definitely did a number there, but like. I know, like, I've heard people who kind of are like, "Wow, I don't have any community to get back to because I just did this on my own." But for the most part, there was some system and some support system that got you here. You end up being an example whether you want to be or not, and so you might as well like give back to the community. I mean, if anything, it also like kind of on L's point, it's gonna like make you look good. And if something does happen that's like not great, like you have some kind of positive karma where it's like, look, I'm doing these good things, and you should do things that make sense for you, that you care. Like LeBron James really cared about like the promise school in his community, and like, but then also the positive is like, yeah, if you do slip up and stuff, like you have some kind of balance. Like you're already like doing positive good things. You have like good rapport. You have goodwill built up, and people kind of know this is more of what you're about, even if you had some not so glamorous moments. But another big thing I remember seeing was this was more about Black business. Hopefully, I saved it because it was a very interesting post I saw that was like, yeah, giving like supporting Black business is cool for the culture, I guess, but like it was like, what are you like? What are these businesses like doing? Like, are these businesses actually treating people well? Because apparently, One United Bank, which is like this really popular, like it's like whenever you hear about Black banking, they're like one of the biggest Black banks. But apparently, they foreclosed the Black church, which I had no idea about. Like a historic Black church, they foreclosed. And so it's like if you're like supporting Black businesses or Black banks, but then they're doing shady things and they're not like treating their workers well, then it's like, what's the aim for? And it was still it was still was that hopefully that was not my ad, but
that was me.
okay. So it's like, yeah, it's still good. Like, I mean, it was still a pretty positive note on like supporting business is good, but then you have to remember that capitalism is always going to be Black capitalism is still capitalism with the incentives of like profiting over like people. Now, I guess in this case, when it's talking about community involvement, you can make the analogy where it's like people should be giving back. You don't want to just kind of like you make these people famous, you make these people, I mean, they have talent. They, of course, are human beings that can do anything with their money. But then it's like, it's nice to support people who are actually supporting like the lower people, supporting the kind of the people in the trenches in the community. You're helping build up the schools, you're helping invest in the businesses, maybe helping with criminal justice reform. And then it's like you actually kind of are supporting people who are supporting giving back down. So I feel like that pressure, like you should, I guess that's like the accountability, sort of like the yeah, accountability, it might be the word I'm looking for. Like you want to like hold the, in this case they're not your leaders, but they're still sort of people that get idolized often. And so it's like, are they doing something good? And I don't necessarily always think of it that way, but I feel like if you're in a position of power to help, like you should, because the government ain't gonna do crap a lot of the time. So you might as well, like, exactly. You might as well have some of these people who have the means, and then that starts a domino effect. And more people will go. One person does it implies that the next does it. And proof by induction, all the athletes will solve all of the world problems. No, but I don't know.
What I was going to add to it is I think it depends on the person, because let's say if somebody is naturally, if they just want to give because they've been in a similar boat at once upon a time, they just want to give back and make sure that the next few generations that come up behind them either one have something to look forward to, or two follow in that footsteps and do the same thing. Because again, like Toby was saying, it does build up that accountability. It does, in my opinion, it keeps you humbled and grounded, because you don't want to get the idea that you're bigger and better than anybody else. I think if anything, it keeps you locked in with the community and be able to do things that's there to help the community, that's there to uplift the community, that's there to empower the community, and let the people know that yes, you do have a way out, that yes, you do have an outlet, that yes, you do have these resources set aside and it's there for you. The only thing you have to do is go and get it, go and find it, and be able to be put in a position where you can give back. And especially once you get into the, yeah, 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 I see you. I see you, Rocky. I see you.
Yeah, that's true. That's very, very, very true. Yeah.
Very real.
I never really thought of that. Which is
Yeah.
sad. Which is sad. It means that they're doing their job. For me to not even.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. And I think with the owners themselves, it'll make a bigger impression on the community to let the community know that the owners do care, that the owners do listen, that the owners do value them as an individual, as a human being. And again, to L's point, not to say that, yeah, I'm doing this because I want my name to be big. And like, even though yes, I got these scandals going on here, I got these other fires that are going on here, but because I'm doing this, it's going to brush everything off the side. It's like, I mean, sure, okay, but at the same time, it's like you can't just keep doing that and thinking it's okay, because it's not. In the community, whether you fall, they're not going to be there to catch you, because they're already going to know in the back of their mind that you're only doing it for publicity. You're not really doing it to help us out. You're just doing this so your ego can get stroked and become big headed. And you're not really doing it for us. You're just doing it for yourself. You're just being selfish. You just because you have the means to do so, that shouldn't mean you should be that ignorant, that arrogant. You shouldn't be that person.
So, Walter Oaken asked this question a little while back because I do think there is a way to make it more accessible. I think he might, or they might be referring to.
Esports?
Yeah,
so.
like musicians, very few make most of the money. Do you think there's a way to make it more accessible?
You guys want to take a stab at it?
Okay. I feel as though like it would have to be like a random lottery of sorts where like a free one where like the algorithm is like truly random of like who just sort of like shows up in certain things just to get more eyes on certain things and like I'm not too because like mainly people in esports stream on Twitch. Like Facebook is like just starting to put like half of its toe into it.
Mhm.
But like mainly, it's on Twitch, and I'm trying to think like how Twitch is sort of set up because everything has an algorithm of sorts. So I'm guessing like Twitch's algorithm probably just shows like who's maybe like the most popular. If I just went to twitch.tv and I didn't have an account or anything. So if it was like sort of set up to be like way more random and maybe not show like the views and like the subscribers, like how many people are subscribed to this account or something like that. It feels like truly random. I think that's just like one way, but I do know that people are more than likely going to gravitate to the person who has like the best visuals, because like when you're looking at all the stuff, like you can't really like hear everybody, but you can see it's like, all right, this person has like a clear screen. Um, this person is attractive. This person, is, like they're clearly streaming on like a computer with like a fucking ridiculous graphics card because of just how smooth everything is. So that'll most likely just like attract the person to just initially click on it. So that will always, so like those people always have like a little bit more of an advantage. But at the same time, it's like it's really hard to, it's like, yeah, those people may have more of an advantage. However, that's not necessarily everyone because there could just be someone who, is like on like a shoestring budget setup like us and like I don't know, have something that that attracts people. Like they could be funny, they could be witty, they could be like there's always something. Like everybody has something to offer and someone is looking for that something. So so it's just like it's really hard to say because it's like sort of like beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and it's sort of, but it's like, but is it though? Like, it's like, it's like we can all agree that Angelina Jolie is objectively hot, but like, just because like there might be one person who doesn't find her hot doesn't mean like that one person is going to look at somebody else and then that person's gonna like somebody else's Twitch stream, for example, and that person's gonna blow up. Sorry if this is like not making sense, but like it's possible. It'll still be difficult, I guess is it's my answer. Like, I always use, like from working in marketing, like we always heard about like, I always learn like, okay, there's a bunch of different types of mustard, but why do you pick the mustard that you pick? There's different types of peanut butter. Why do you pick the peanut butter that you pick? Sometimes you're just trying things out. Sometimes you're just buying Jif because that's what your mom bought, but you might go to the supermarket, see that there's no Jif, and then just be like, well, I still want peanut butter, so let me see what Crazy Richards is about because that's a peanut butter brand. that,
Okay.
that I've purchased before, and it's good.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah. So I don't know, to make it more accessible, I guess I do know that like maybe like the biggest screen could be like someone who is just like somebody random, and then like the smaller ones would just be like normal but just also still random. So that could be something cool. Like every time you refresh your page or like scroll down for like the little refresh thing, it'll be like somebody new. So
Mhm.
that I mean that would definitely cause like more of a an addiction, which is like what apps and these sort of things do. So it's like, ooh, who's going to be here? Who's going to show up now? Who's going to show up now? And then eventually you just like click on something. So that's one way. But I mean, the likelihood of that happening is I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. If anybody wants to, if anybody else has a suggestion.
I'll go. I'll
Mhm.
go. Mm. And I think I can say this too as well. Part of a lot of esport becoming more accessible is having to deal with the idea of it becoming a lot more popular. And if we even take Twitch as an example, they're always they're always improving, but at the same time they're still stuck with the inclusive, being more inclusive instead of it just being extremely exclusive. And to L's point, you know, whenever you do decide to go on Twitch, and if you're not even subscribed, if you're not even we'll put it like this: if you don't even have an account on Twitch, you just go to Twitch and you see who's on there. Typically, it's going to be who has the highest viewership, who's popular at that point in time, and what's the hottest game being played at that point in time. And even now, what they have been doing or what they're trying to do is highlight and or showcase different streamers that are streaming, and especially if it's during like a monthly celebration. Like this month, as of right now, they are featuring a lot more women streamers that are on Twitch. And the way how they have it, we don't agree with it, but we get the point that they're trying to be a little bit more inclusive.
Mhm.
And even last month, I was actually um, able to be a part of the Black History Month, their celebration of Black excellence, and being able to be featured on the Black Excellence Reel. And again, the way how it was done, we didn't agree with it, but we get the idea, we get the concept of them actually trying, them experimenting, them, tweaking things here and around. And so, again, when you look at esports, it's basically the same thing. It's not popular yet. It's very exclusive, meaning that the top, we'll call it the top 100 players of whatever game, they're able to compete with. Even then, that top 100 are the only ones actually making money. The top
Mhm.
5% in the whole world, top 5% in the whole world that are playing a specific game, they're making the most. they're winning the most. They're making the most. And so they're the ones that are going to be featured and so forth and so forth. And I feel as though once esport starts to become more popular, more widely accepted, we're going to see a lot more of your smaller streamers starting to get involved. We're going to see a lot more. We'll bring it to a local level. We'll start seeing a lot more high schools integrated. We'll see a lot more elementary schools integrated. We'll see a lot more colleges integrate esports because now it's going to be in a way where it's going to be more and more popular. It's going to be more and more asked about. Like, hey, do you have an esports? Yes or no? And if you don't have an esports team, why not? If you do have an esports team, what's your record? What's your winning percentage? How many people are going to show up? This is that and the third. Now you're going to be in an environment where the accessibility is going to open up its door. It really is. And we'll use Michigan. We'll use Michigan as an example, and even my city as an example. The high school just formulated their first esports team about 2 years ago. Okay, it's still fairly new. In my city, it's not big at all. There's only one high school in the whole city. One high school, one middle school, and I think we got like 4 elementary schools. Okay? It's not big. It's not big at all. But at the same time, the traditional sports program, oh yeah, it's fairly good. It's fairly good. And so with the introduction of esports, like I said, within the last 2 years now, it's like, okay, it's still a new thing. It's still very, very new. Not a lot of people are coming to it. But as long as the school continues to provide it, and as long as students are able to get involved in it, you're going to see it becoming popular organically, naturally. It's going to get popular. It's going to be the next big thing. And once it starts taking root at the more so the high school level, you're going to see schools all over, whether big or small, they're going to have the same thing because now a lot of people are saying, okay, let's do this now. We know that we have students, they don't want to play basketball. They don't want to play tennis. They don't want to play this. They don't want to play that. But they're really good at this. They're really good at tower-based games. They're really good at Call of Duty. They're really good at Fortnite. Why not use their energy, harness their goodness, their greatness in this for esports and compete with other high schools in the area? And if they're really, really, really that good, colleges who are now opening up the doors for esports and having recruitment for esports, now it's going to open up a bigger door for more people to come in, and it's going to help grow it a lot more. So as of right now, the accessibility is really small, really limited. But I feel as though once it gets bigger and once it becomes a lot more popular, you're going to see the accessibility grow.
So, sorry about that, Reba. We actually have a very special guest that just popped in. You guys know and love him.
Who is it? Hey! Let's go!
What's up, good people? What's going on with y'all?
What's up, good person?
It's always good to see you.
Man. It's been one of them days, one of them sessions, one of them years, boy. I tell you, man. I tell you. Yeah, man. We trying to change things over here, man. But you know how crazy it is.
Yeah.
What we talking about tonight? What's the topic tonight?
L.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We are talking about athletes giving back, especially Black athletes. Giving back to like their communities and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's right up my alley.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me being a former athlete, that's right up my alley.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and this month is all about sports, so this is actually the best time you could have chose.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, literally, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So is there anything specific that you want me to answer? Because I got a whole bunch of knowledge on this one.
There we go.
I
mean,
all right. Well, I'll give you something real quick. All right, I'll give you something real quick.
Hold on. Before you go, I got to say this because of the fact that we're still celebrating Women's History Month. You got to talk to that young lady right over here. You got to go through her.
My apologies. My apologies.
She's running the show.
Dr. L. Please let me know how I may be of service and what questions you would like me to answer this evening.
Oh my God. He's like, I'm like not too well versed in sports, so this is like also a hard month for me. What is going on in South Carolina?
Well, and this will go right along with the sports thing. We just passed a proviso here, and that they put my name on, where they, the NCAA had did that thing where they were talking about athletes getting paid.
Right.
So they repealed that, and they kind of left it up to states to make their own laws on this. So I'm happy to say that yesterday we just fixed ours. So now once it goes to the Senate and the Senate signs it, and then after it comes back to us and we confirm it and the governor signs it, it will be law here in South Carolina, to where now our athletes will be able to start getting paid for their name, image, and likeness. And I had a hand in making that happen. And I can't tell you how excited I am about that, because I know what it was like being an athlete and being broke and not having anything, and having to go to practice early in the morning, and then you try to come and go get some breakfast, but you got to go to class, and then you got to go to shoot around, you got to go to all these different practices. So it was very, very difficult to even get your 3 square meals in, because you were always in practice or in the gym or doing all this other stuff. So and then the way the rules were is based on the NCAA. Let's say, L, you wanted to take me to lunch one day. Well, that would be an NCAA violation. You were not allowed to take me to lunch or to get me anything. So and I could be suspended. The school could be fined and given a violation just by me getting lunch from you. So a lot of those things are now changing. They're gonna, and with this name, image, and likeness thing, is going to allow some of these players to profit off their own names and things. I remember I think it was about 10 years ago, I actually got a check from EA Sports for a little over $4,000 for, remember that there was those March Madness video games, and I was on like 4 or 5 of those video games. Okay. And so what they did is they got sued. EA Sports got sued for making all these billions of dollars off of these players and not giving anybody any money. And when they got sued, they had to pay everybody out who's on those video games who joined a part of that lawsuit. And my name was on that lawsuit, so I got me a good old nice check for being on that video game.
Wait, hold on, time out. I got to interject. You mean to tell me you was on one of the March Madness games?
I was on four of them. I was on 4 of them from 2004, 2005, somewhere around there, to like 2008, 2009.
Dang.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Wow. You know what? I actually, fun, silly story. I actually remember owning, I think it was through 2K. It was college hoops.
Yep. I was on those ones too. I was on those ones.
so cool.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. I remember my second year. So what I did. So if y'all go look back, if y'all Google me and y'all see some of my pictures where I was playing college basketball, and I got like some long white socks. Right, I got long white socks on to go all the way up to like almost to my knee, right, into my calf. And I only did that because I wanted to see what I was going to look like in a video game with long white socks. So that entire season, I wore long white socks to see if they're going to put the long white socks on me in the video game. And the next year in the video game, I had long white socks on the video game. So I was like, that was cool.
Now you know what? Now you're gonna make me find those card games. I'm gonna buy them just so I can play your team.
Right.
Yeah.
That is so awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, my mom still has it. She's got the game somewhere, but she kept it as a souvenir.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
No, but
amazing.
But like
nice.
it's true how like the college athletes just don't get paid at all. I remember I went to a D1 school. I went to Florida State, so like it's just crazy to think because certain things are like making sense. Like I know like what's his name, Jameis Winston. There was an incident where he was caught stealing, I think lobster tail or lobster from the store or something like that. I remember I remember Cam Newton, he didn't go to FSU, but he played against us. He went to, I forgot this college that starts with an A, I can't remember the name. He was caught using a stolen laptop. I don't think it was really confirmed that if he actually stole the laptop, but he was caught using a stolen laptop. And that was a controversial thing as well. And but when you think about it, they're still just students, broke college students, and doing what's essentially a full-time job because one of my roommates, she was on a color guard for FSU, so she was with the band essentially, and Monday through Friday, I think from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. or something like that, she had training. She had rehearsal and everything for the football team. So it's not even just the athletes; it's also the band, the color guard, the cheerleaders, the everything that goes into creating a football team. Is also not, I mean, of course, the football players, of course, should be getting paid, but it's just the amount of time that just gets, gets sucked into, the sport itself is crazy. Auburn, thank you. It was Auburn Cam Newton went to.
Yeah, it sucks, man. It's very time consuming. Very time consuming. And they try to say, oh yeah, you can do this. No, you're lying. You can't do that. I played for Bobby Crimmins. Bobby Crimmins is a Hall of Fame basketball coach. And there was no free time to do anything else outside of basketball, class, and games. That's what life was for you. So yeah, man. They can't tell me that this stuff's not a full time.
It is. It's no, it's strict and it's crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
That's incredible. That this the athletes will be getting paid in South Carolina.
I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm gonna go back down to my school and I'm gonna I'm gonna have a conversation with them. Say, hey, look, this is how we're gonna do this. We're gonna get you some financial literacy coaches, and we're gonna make sure y'all are prepared with y'all stuff.
Yes. Come on, financial literacy. Let's go.
Yes. I just read somewhere that financial literacy is going to be in the core curriculum in Florida now. So that's pretty exciting.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I think I did see something like that too. I was like, all right, Florida, I see you doing something right.
I mean, Florida, after it takes 7 steps backwards, it takes 1 step forward. So
we're the same up here. We're the same up here, Lord. I don't know we'll ever get it right. I tell you, Jesus.
Especially you're at that level where all of these culture war and these other type of things have been at the forefront of the states. And I haven't really as in tune with a lot of it. But even here in Massachusetts, a state that you wouldn't really, nothing is really going to pass. That's going to be like super like hardcore conservative at the state level. But like, there's still been like a lot of clamor, and I'm like, I can't even imagine what's happening down south, southeast, southwest. Like,
I'll tell you the two big things that are going on right now, and this is in line with what we're talking about, sports. So the main big thing that's going on is this thing called Save the Women's Sports Act. Save, and that has been defeated like 5 times here in South Carolina, and it's coming through again. And it's one of those things where they're just not giving up. They're trying to ram it down our throat. And we have a history of fixing problems that don't exist. So we want to create a problem to fix it. it's like going out and slashing your own tire just so you can go ahead and change it and put the donut on. And it's like, man, why? Like, what the heck are y'all doing, right? So we're doing that right now with this thing. So they're saying, oh, we got to save women's sports in South Carolina. We got to save from the transgenders. We got to save it. We got to save it. Over the entire life of this thing, it's only been 2 that have ever applied ever for to get this waiver here. So it's like, dude, they're like, oh, this is gonna be rampant. It's rampant. It's like, dude, no. Like, and then based on the sheer numbers there's 90% of the kids, 93% of kids who do sports are only doing it for the social aspect of it. Yeah. Only 7% of these kids are actually going to go on to play any type of, collegiate at a high level of any type of sport. And after that, only 2% of them are actually going to play Division I. So, it's like, so you want to punish 90% of kids who are literally just doing to be around their friends for the 6% of kids who are actually doing it for an elite level. It doesn't make any sense, because most kids, they just want to be around their friends and who they have the most in common with. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Agreed.
That's actually a really nice breakdown.
I believe it was last year, I think it was June 1st, that Ron DeSantis, Florida's governor, signed something to I don't think it was necessarily like banning transgender kids from playing in sports, but I think it was like to go with like their birth.
Yeah, it's the same bill we got going on here. That's the one I'm talking about.
Right.
Same exact thing. It's like they're assigning them to, they can only be on a team that is with the gender that they were assigned at birth or something like that. Because they're scared of some mythological transgender person that's going to just take every opportunity from everybody else. It's crazy. Yeah, it's the craziest thing, because if you read the bill that's going through our house right now, the bill says that transgender women can't play in biological women's sports, but women, like biological women, can play in male sports. So so they're allowing them to do that. And then also, I know it's the dumbest thing ever. Then also underneath that, it says that if a situation arises to where they feel like they were like discriminated against because of the situation, that they would be entitled to damages and things like that. So what that basically says, if you break it down, is if I'm a girl and I go try out for the males basketball team, and I feel like I'm better than the last person on that bench. Let's say there's 15 players on a basketball team, and I feel like I'm better than number 15. And I can just I can prove just that I'm up to par with the last person on this bench. I can now sue the school district and say that I was cut from this male's basketball team because I was a girl. And I would be entitled to damages and everything like that from being cut from a male's basketball team because I felt like I was just as good as the last person on the bench.
Wow.
That's just
Wow.
That's just when you said like creating problems when
that don't exist. Yeah.
What is going on right now?
Yeah.
It's giving Florida, so I understand.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yep.
No, most people, most kids absolutely would just be joining the sport for the social aspect and like, and it's like, like first of all, like there's so few of transgender people anyway.
Exactly.
It's like
exactly.
So few.
I think it's 0.7% of like all teenage kids identify as transgender.
And it's not even like 100% of that 0.7 is going to
exact point. I think it's 0.2. I think it's 0.2 of that 0.7 actually play sports.
Oh my goodness. 0.014.
Yeah. It's like, God, no, man.
0.14. But still, oh my God.
So you might get like one kid who, like, after high school, they go into college and there's like, I am trans actually.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
It's like, wow. It's a really stupid. It's like, it's just creating like, I hate to say like a boogeyman when it's not even like.
Yes, no, that's what it is.
Like it's just something stupid for people to be afraid of when it's nothing to even like to be fearful of.
Yep, creating the boogeyman. They create a boogeyman so they can be like, oh my God, we have to defeat it. It's running rampant. We have to defeat it. it's like no, it's really not there. But oh no, we have like the whole there's voter fraud. There's voter fraud. It's like, dude, there's no voter fraud here, buddy. Like
Exactly.
There's none of that going on. No. It's running rampant. People are coming in here and they're voting 4 times. No, that's not true.
Like if there will be like possibly one transgender person who just wants to hang out with their friends.
Yeah.
And like literally every body out, like I can't stand it. It's just so it's just so like old school. Like just let people be.
Yeah.
People are just trying to live.
Yeah, mind your damn business and go on about your business. Let people live, man. Let people live.
Drink water, mind your business.
True.
Yeah. All right, good people. I got to hop off now. I got to go get this baby. Y'all know I got this 3-month-old baby. I got to go get with.
Oh
yeah.
So it is always a pleasure to see y'all and hang out with y'all and all those good stuff that we got going on. So I'll hop back on here very soon.
Yeah.
Like I said, y'all know we're in re-election time, so I need y'all to make sure that y'all sharing my stuff and helping me out with some contributions, getting people to contribute to my re-election campaign because I'm running against another incumbent, so we got to make history again.
There you go.
So I need y'all's assistance on that one. So share my stuff, help me out, hook me up. And I'll see y'all next time.
Yes.
Okay. Y'all heard the me.
Thank you for coming through. Yeah, definitely. When you get a chance, go to Jermaine. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, if we can get that in there. Because I remember he DM'd me on Twitter and I was like, I didn't know that it was redistricting that's so crazy because of the whole like census that a lot of people got pushed into different districts against other incumbents or they're in not even places that they have all their voters. So I was like, oh my God, after you beat one incumbent, now you have to like beat the boss again or a different boss again. Like, what is happening?
Like, you mean to tell me the first boss was just the mini boss? Like, this is the actual real boss? Like, come on.
Yeah.
I know. But yes, no, absolutely. We here in the Melanated Council, we always stand up for trans rights.
Ooh.
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Just definitely just like let people live. Yeah, like it's because like this kind of shit always like pops up in my state because my state, is Florida. So like it, it's just such like an annoying thing because it's like. It's not a problem. Like it's like a non-existent problem. I guess like the one silver lining, because my dark sense of humor is that they just assume every trans person is good at sports. I guess that's nice, but like they're just like so good at it that they're. And it's always the male to female trans that is always like the issue. As if like female to male is just like non-existent, and like there's just like so many issues like just like like our thought process regarding that, because it kind of shows it kind of gives off the impression that like male to female transgender people are like this like loose cannon wild child, like especially when it came to like the bathroom bullshit. It's like, honestly, I feel like a lot of issues could be resolved with the bathroom if they just made bathroom stalls like better, like, instead of having like a fucking inch thick gap to like when you close the fucking stall. It's like, if you made the stalls nicer, and like this fake issue that we have would probably, of course I'm being like a little facetious, but like I don't know, like what I don't like the it's just like it's just all like so stupid, because like I don't know, like it's just so hard to like verbalize it, because like I've seen like lesbians that, I don't know if like the term like butch is correct, but like more like masculine dressed lesbians come into the bathroom. I don't like fucking care, it's just like, is there a stall open? Like, can I don't know, like I don't care, like if like I wouldn't even I probably wouldn't even be able to tell if like a transgender, like male to female transgender person came into the women's bathroom, like I don't know, like it's just like such a dumb thing to like think about. Like I've used men's bathrooms several times, like nothing has happened. Sometimes it'd be annoying because like the stall wasn't built properly, because they don't know how to build fucking stalls in the US. But like
facts.
Yeah, but it's never been like a, like I never felt like unsafe, really. Just like peeved because the fucking stall couldn't close correctly because they don't know how to like that's just my main issue. Like the main takeaway from this is
the horror of the graffiti too. All the men graffiti. That's the scariest part. Your mom was here.
Call this number for a good time.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Call this number for a good time. It's like my ex's number or something. But yeah, like I never felt like safe, but like it, I feel like that raises the question of, men being seen as like this crazy, violent, uncontrollable people that like can't control themselves, but for like next to a woman, when like men totally fucking can, like if but I don't know, like there's just some, I'm sorry, like it just like really like fucking bothers me. Like there's like so many different ways I could go through this, like view this, but it's just like, yeah, trans women are criminalized, trans men are patronized. Yeah. Yes. No, exactly. No, for sure. Because it's like they want to protect their precious daughters from, like it's just like creating this fucking boogeyman. It's like, no, it's not that. Like, I don't know. Like it really just fucking like upsets me.
Right, there's a lot of energy that could be used, because I think one thing that when we came on to Voices Stream, Mindful Skeptics,
hey,
he was talking about, Hey.
This is Gil actually mentioned you earlier in the stream that this is my friend Gil who I met at the coffee shop.
Oh snap! Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, no, he's awesome.
Super cool. Well, maybe I'll have to check that podcast out too.
Make better bathroom stalls. What you're doing? I would vote for you. I would definitely just make better bathroom stalls. Every time I go to Planet Fitness, I feel like they have like the best bathroom stalls. I don't know if that's like how it is throughout every Planet Fitness, but if you ever get an opportunity, go to a Planet Fitness, and like that's how every bathroom stall should be. Just like is nicely closed. You can't like peek in or peek out. You turn the thing, it says like vacant or occupied.
Mm-hmm.
Like boom, done. Like just make every bathroom stall like that's tall too. Like just do that.
Sheesh, okay. Planet Fitness. You guys are the way to go for bathroom stalls.
Yeah, and they're purple, which is cute.
I'll take it.
Let's create a whole campaign of bathrooms and use that to branch out. We're gonna have menstrual products and use that to make a case about, like, and I think California did it. Massachusetts is on its way, if it hasn't, to make free products. But everything starts in the bathroom. Be right back.
I mean, they're open. They're 24/7. So you can go in right now. You can go right after the stream.
Dead.
Right.
But, yeah.
It's our primary issue is making these bathrooms.
Yeah, I've been trying to finish in years, so I'm assuming they've done a very big facelift.
Maybe I don't know. Because I go with my trainer because he has like a membership there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, like Planet Fitness, it's a nice gym. Like it has everything that you need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the last time I went to Planet Fitness, I was living in Colorado. I think that was around about the same time my daughter was born. That was the last time I actually went. And then we went. But yeah, no, I remember Planet Fitness being 24/7. That was probably like the one cool thing I liked about it, was because after I got out of work, I went did my workout, then went home and slept the whole day until it was time for me to go to work. I mean, I work third shift, so I was like, okay, cool, great. I still got this extra burst of energy. Let me go ahead and do my workout. So I get really sleepy, really tired, take a shower and get home, jump into bed. I'm out until 4 or 5 o'clock that afternoon. So yeah. Wednesday is the way to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially when you work. I mean, honestly, even if you work, it's like 9 to 5, 9 to 6 kind of jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Planet Fitness is still like convenient because like if you're like me and it takes you every single like modicum of your energy, like inch of like yourself to just get your ass to the gym and like accept the fact that you're that person now, which just sounds really fucking foreign, but like it's still good to know that's like, okay, you have like a 24-hour gym, so even if you start work at like 6 a.m., if it's like, I could do like a workout at like 3, 4 a.m., if you're that person. Because, like LA Fitness, I think opens at like 5 a.m. because there's,
Mm-hmm.
I prefer working out in the mornings. I know I just contradicted myself, but like I prefer working out in the morning.
Okay. Hold on. How early in the morning?
Honestly, like I could do like 7 or 8.
Okay.
Yeah, which is like reasonable. Like, could I do like a 5 a.m.? Maybe. Like it would depend and like why. But like I definitely like, fucks with the idea of, like working out super early but I feel like I'd have to like start my whole day early. Like if like if I had like a long drive to work and I wanted to work out before work because like when you're coming back home from work, you don't really want to like go to the gym. So like I could get that. I can understand that. Like I'd probably like do that. But like I mean I totally applaud people who could like Monday through Friday get to the gym at like as soon as it opens, like 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m. because that's hard. It's so hard just to like get yourself out of bed because you gotta go to sleep at like 9.
Yikes.
Yikes. Is that what you said, Toby?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Not 9 a.m. Not 9 p.m.
Yeah.
There would be no stream. Like, nope, going to bed. I catch y'all later.
Right, yeah. It's like I'm going to the gym tomorrow, so I can't go on the stream tonight.
Right? No, I hear you. I mean, like I'm forced to wake up early, and even then, it's like I'm naturally not a morning person as it is, anyways. I'm really not. And to wake up to be at work at now 7:15 in the morning is like, oh, wow. Like, so early. Like even waking up and being at my normal building when I was being like a substitute teacher, being there like around about 7:30, 7:45, it was still a stretch because I'm like, I don't really want to wake up this early and this, that, and the third. But even now that you're forcing me to wake up this early, and it's like, okay, take it one day at a time. Got it. One day at a time. Got it. And I know, and I'm just saying for me personally, have to, that part, yes,
that's
this right here.
That's the word.
This right here. It is very ghetto. I don't care. It's very ghetto. Very ghetto. It's overrated. Thank you, Morgan. Kudos to you, Morgan. Yes, it's ghetto. Oh, ghetto. But no, but still, it is like it does force me to wake up earlier and to be able to be like, okay, if I know I got to be in by this time, and as long as I get everything prepared the day before, I should be okay. Not to say that I won't be okay, but I should be okay. And again, like I said, typically my day really doesn't start until like 9, 10 o'clock. Typically, that's when I'm actually like awake, alert, figuring out what the heck is going on, what needs to be done. That's me. 9, 10 o'clock. Yes, this is my full undivided attention. Anything before 9 o'clock, I'm dragging. Even if I had like a couple cups of coffee in my system, I'm still dragging. Like, nope, not yet. Nope, not yet. 9 o'clock, okay, maybe. I can maybe have enough brain power to deal with whatever's going on. Maybe. 10 o'clock, yep, I'm there. I'm good. Let's go. I'm good.
Yeah. Better than me, because what is working out these days? I mean, I got a bit of a workout unintentionally, but it wasn't. I can't really count as working out. I wish I had more of that routine and discipline this season, but right now it's just like, oh.
Me too.
We gotta do better, but
we do all right for ourselves, though. We come here every Tuesday night.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes, and we do a lot of mental gymnastics at least.
Yes.
Actually, we do mental gymnastics. I just needed to make the pun, but I know. Oh yeah, you were saying how you naturally have an athlete's body, apparently. So you don't even need to work out because you
go.
You don't even need to work out because just that's what that means. You're healthy always and forever because you genetically are good.
What that means? It's just like that's just like how my body is shaped. I just have an athletic build. It's not like it's like I don't have a fast metabolism. I don't think so. Like, no, I don't. Like, because it is easy for me to like just like gain weight. It's just like I guess I have like an advantage when it comes to like working out. You know, so yeah, but I mean, that's what my trainer told me. That's what I've been told from like, from this like one like foot doctor that I went to. Like I've been told that like people have assumed that I'm an athlete. I mean, you're tall, Toby, ish. I have people. Like, I'm kidding. Toby is tall. He's tall.
Tallish. The next installment of Ish series.
Like Kenya Barris show after like grownish and mixedish is tallish.
Tallish. The struggles of being on the border of 6'0". No one believes you.
That's true. People don't. But like, no, Toby is tall. But like, you have like your build is definitely. I'd say you're probably like an athletic build too. Yeah, because like how you're built. I'd say like I feel like you're the type who would probably like, gain, like upper body muscle quickly. I feel like you were like, like your top half is definitely like you like that would be easy for you. But that doesn't mean you should just like skip leg day. Don't do that. Yeah. It's like no, men need to squat. Y'all need to work out your legs.
After eating some good spicy Indian food, certain African food, oh trust me, the squats and the abs are coming. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. To make this too juvenile.
Toby, go to bed. You're done. You are done. Go to bed.
I guess you just stand up and sit down a lot. Then go for it.
Listen, I got these probiotics to do the trick too.
Okay.
I actually ordered these off of Amazon randomly, and like it was just like one of those like deals that it got me maybe a few months ago. But I started taking them today because drunk off of the blueberry lemons seltzer water. This is freaking Miter water. This is literally company water. I literally got this from my company.
Toby bringing work home.
Not quite the core workout, but anyway, it's unfortunately it is sometimes, but that's a different story.
Tobiotics. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Tobiotics. Yeah. Yeah.
Get good.
Oh man, that's funny. I love it here. Oh, I love it here.
Yeah. I love it here.
I love it here too.
Yeah. After the stream, when we're just back in the real world, I hate it. I hate it here. And then come on, I love it here.
Like, I literally saw like a throwback, like a Snapchat memory where it was like, actually, I don't know why. Oh, because I was looking for some stuff in June of 2020, and it happened to be there was something. It was our stream with Rev Wendy and mental health, and like it was just such like that was just such a great, peaceful, just like very wholesome stream. And literally, like as soon as it was over, I had to keep working. Hey,
Yes. Let's go.
Bless you.
No, that was me laughing because like the chat, I saw Chad's next comment.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily.
It would get me up early.
Yep.
Can't fully recommend, but
yes, full body workout right there.
oh my goodness.
Full body.
Just beware if you see, if you use the toilet in your dream. If you shit.
Oh Lord, is that a thing, really?
Yes, it is a thing. Beware. Beware.
That's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But
if you shit in your dream, you shit for real.
I don't know if you've heard about like what happens if you pee in your dream.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
At least for men, I don't know what's going on. We might have to have a topic. We might have to have a
dream topic
about. I don't even know, to be honest. But sometimes what's been going on in our bodies and our reproductive systems and all of that is it's sometimes a mystery. And then I'd be like, I see some random thing on Instagram, or something that maybe a female friend happens to say something in passing. I'm like, oh, so that's something that happens. Okay. Or that's the thing that you dealt with hormonally growing up. I didn't know. I don't like listen to a lot of these podcasts, but I know there are people who are very frank and talk about it. I'm like, oh, I wouldn't have never known, because that's not something you're going to learn. I mean, you learn biologically and maybe in sex ed, but there are just certain things like just those concepts of like what happens and like things that you don't want to really say on air out loud, but like
I was just going to ask if you have like an example, because I'm wondering like
morning wood. The thing I was referring to was like if you pee in your dream, you wake up. Wet dream. Yeah. So, and like other stuff where it's just like you can't really talk about that. But sometimes it just happens in passing. Someone says something like, "Oh, I would love to like just have I just need to listen to like full length episodes of people going in on these hush hush things that be happening or that people have experienced." There's other things I won't say, but things that I've found out that people have done a lot when they were younger or going through puberty. I'm like, what? Like I didn't, but I guess this is common for XYZ. And I was just like,
yeah. I hear you.
That's a huge tangent, to be honest.
Yeah, Toby, you don't open up a whole can of worms on that one.
Yeah, that is a can of worms for sure. And it can be talked about very maturely. It's just like I don't know what the setting for that is because
hello.
The mature council. There
you go, the mature council.
That's true.
This is true.
Yeah, that's true.
Apparently, bedwetting is one of the 3 homicidal triad indicators. I was like, what? Excuse me? Yeah. Like, killing animals, okay, that makes sense. Another thing, peeing yourself. What? Okay, yeah, I guess
it's definitely that's definitely a psychological issue.
Yeah,
Mish. Sorry there.
you weren't on fire.
Oh
no, Mish was killing it. Mish was killing it. Like
I just
like beware the E. coli's of March. Don't eat salad today. Yeah, no, like that would be definitely like an interesting like topic of conversation, like like a month topic. Like I wonder what like just like like mature conversation. Like you said, sexual reproduction.
Like, I mean,
Sex ed, like
sex ed, maybe sex ed. It could be like our take on what we learned in sex ed and the reality that we like were confronted with. It could be something like that. Not like literally like sex stories, but more of like things that you kind of weren't taught. I don't know. Like it's definitely not. It's not like on the top of my list, but it would be an interesting departure. If you really wanted to like get into that domain. Just to make my nose bleed. Oh, I didn't know that was real. I just thought that was anime, just doing the most.
Ooh, clean that up.
no.
Yes, that one there. Oh, that is so true.
That's a really good thing.
That is
Actually,
so true.
circle that. Circle that.
So true.
Pin it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I know.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I got full blown anime vibes. But no, what Gil just said, that is so true. So true. I think no. I think the one time I went to a predominantly black school and I was growing up was in middle school because my elementary school that I went to, it was a 50-50 split. It was 50-50 split. It was like half white, half black. But even then, the sex ed during elementary school, it was just really weird. It was really weird. Like, why am I learning this now? Like, I'm still trying to figure out if I'm still going to look the same as I get older. Will I look different? Will I always will have a chip tooth? Those kind of ideas and whatnot. And learning about other topics during sex ed was kind of like, what? It just left me baffled. But I think the one real experience when it came to sex ed that was actually that made sense was through Planned Parenthood. And that I would not mind talking about. Matter of fact, Toby, you just gave us a topic for discussion one of these months later on in the world. So you guys can thank Toby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yes.
So what would okay, I guess we'll shop it later about the time.
We be shopping.
Yeah. But it's true, like there's a lot of, especially like when it comes to like women's like sexuality, sexual experience, like sex shit, I don't know. Like it always seems to be like very like hush hush and you know like and it could be very like detrimental to women of like is like I literally it was probably like
sorry, I didn't see it either.
Serious.
Don't just count yourself out just yet.
Exactly. Don't count yourself out just yet. You still have a chance to make it to the league.
Oh, you could have gotten to the league. The bodybuilding league, if you had just kept up.
But yeah, like, you know, like there's a lot of like I watched like 2 different shows and they had like and I had like this exact topic of like, you know, like it's you know, it's like 3 or 4 protagonist women in the show and like it either show and like they one character from either show, each show had like a girl who never masturbated or never had an orgasm sort of thing. And it's just like, and that, you know, it's always like a topic sometimes like, what, you never masturbated, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I don't know how common it is. I know I spoke to like my therapist about it. I can't remember why we're, I don't know, like, and, what was I talking about? But I don't know. I talk about everything with my therapist. That's what he's there for. So
Go for it.
yeah, and he was saying like, how like women have, like anxieties when it comes to, like sex, orgasms, and like being unsure of what that is, so or how that's gonna like, feel or whatever. And it breaks my heart, like it really does. Because having an orgasm is fucking awesome. Like, but like it really just like breaks my heart that there are women out there who, are afraid to, touch themselves or, like, experience themselves sexually because we are sexual beings. So
I have to send something now. I can find it. It was such such a funny. Oh no. Oh, okay. That is not what I expected to see.
Did you actually stumble upon porn, Toby?
Lots of porn, actually. This is not what I do. Yeah, I found the one non-pornographic image in like all of it.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna send this correct one, I promise.
Okay, this is gonna be scary.
If you screw this up, you're done.
Ban.
Yeah.
I got banned next
Yeah,
week.
right there.
It's okay. That's why I take antibiotics. Please actually do not take antibiotics for viral infections. That's a joke.
Oh, wow. Oh, hey. Here we go.
That was great. That was great.
The link basically it was like, Mom, hey mom, what's an orgasm? And the mom was like, I don't know, I've never had one. And the dad's just looking like this bee.
Wow.
Oh goodness.
Like I remember seeing that some years ago, and I was just like, "This is the thing," because obviously people were just making up a scenario with this picture. But I was like, "Can you imagine just casually throwing that kind of shade to your husband?" Like,
No, I never had one. Oh man!
And there's 2 kids there. Oh no!
But like, imagine if women could only get pregnant if they had an orgasm. Like I remember seeing a joke that said that. It's like imagine if a woman could only get pregnant if they had an orgasm, there'd be like 2 people on the planet.
I'm dead.
Oh, no. It's sad but true. Sad but true. Sad but true. Sad but true.
It's unfortunate. Sorry to those men.
Sorry to those men.
Yes.
Can't relate.
Gil, yes. The hurt and
Divorce incoming for sure.
Yeah.
Man. Alrighty, y'all. We're gonna have to wrap up this lovely stream. As always, you guys have been fantastic.
Fantastic.
Immaculate. Stupendous.
Very,
very sexy human beings.
Okay, come on, L. Let's go.
What you're saying is dope. I'm not laughing at that. I was just being a child. That's all.
Come on, L. Make us feel good before we end. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, other positive adjectives that you insert positive adjectives here. That's what you guys have all been. That one positive adjective that you've always wanted to be called, you are that. So
here we go.
So, like pat yourself on the back because you did it. You did it. The thing.
I did the thing.
You are that. Like that. That's incredible. So
oh my gosh, it's hot.
Thank you so much for watching.
This man came on the stream. This is the energy though. The first stream, he's like, I don't even care. I'm coming.
Hold on, the next one down. Oh, pull it down.
What's your name, please?
Oh,
I gotta go.
it is. Yeah, it gives you plenty of colon cleaning, all that kind of stuff. Maybe this is smooth red blend, soft and silky. There was another one that said rich, dark, and bold. Maybe that should be my adjective. I like myself like I like my wines, dark, rich, and bold. That's why I pick up line now. I'm gonna start saying how I like myself to women.
Oh, okay. At least you like my stove like I like my wine. I was like, okay.
Yes, yo, you too. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Yes, thank you for coming. Definitely come back next week. I put the Discord link in the chat earlier, but let me get another one. So yeah, you guys can, you all could join us on Discord.
Yeah, chop it up during the week.
Yeah.
Just whatever.
So the fun doesn't have to stop after you open the Pringles can. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, guys. It's always been, a pleasure, for y'all to hang out with us. See you next week, same time, same trio, and you never know, we may have a special guest.
Yes, as we just saw tonight.
And don't eat any salad. Beware the Ides of March.
Yes. Beware the Ides, the Ides, the itis, the ites, all of the things of March. Beware
the E. coli's of March.
Beware the side eyes of March.
Beware the side eyes of March. Good night.